No one saw it coming. While everyone is distracted, the universe is about to make its move. The consequences will be felt by everyone. You've probably heard that the Mercury and Sun conjunction is just another routine astrological event. But what if I told you it's anything but routine? This isn't some casual alignment floating out in space. No, this is the cosmic equivalent of a ticking time bomb. And the countdown is almost over. When Mercury, the planet of communication, aligns with the Sun, the source of all life, you're not just getting clearer thoughts or sharper ideas. You're tapping into a hidden frequency the universe doesn't usually let us access. But it's not happening the way you think. There are things you must look out for, so it's crucial for you to be aware of what's taking place. Everyone's looking at the wrong date. The real shift that's coming. Tomorrow. Forget what you've heard. The conjunction may technically peak on February 9th, but the real spiritual explosion doesn't hit until the 10th. That's when the universe truly delivers its message, loud and clear. Think of it like this. When a solar flare erupts from the Sun, you don't feel it the second it happens. The wave takes time to travel through space before it slams into Earth. This conjunction is no different. This isn't some random delay. The energies are building, settling, and aligning perfectly to crash into your consciousness when you least expect it. And trust me, you're going to feel it. But what does this mean for you? The signs are already starting to show, and they're impossible to ignore. This is about to affect you and the people around you. Let's be honest, not everyone is going to come out of this unscathed. While some people might feel supercharged, inspired, and ready to conquer the world, others, they're going to feel like they've been hit by a cosmic freight train. When Mercury, the master of communication, fuses with the Sun's intense energy, it's like plugging your mind into an overcharged power source. The information floodgates swing wide open, and your brain suddenly tries to process everything at once. Thoughts race. Ideas collide. For some, it's exhilarating. But for others, it's overwhelming. If you've been avoiding deep thoughts, running from uncomfortable truths, or numbing yourself with distractions, this is the moment they catch up to you. They don't stay hidden under this kind of pressure. They bubble to the surface, demanding your attention. The universe doesn't whisper during a Sun-Mercury conjunction. It shouts. Don't be surprised if you start feeling restless, irritable, or even mentally exhausted. Insomnia might hit like a wave, with your mind refusing to shut off. Some people might even experience headaches, brain fog, or that weird sense of mental burnout, like your thoughts are stuck in overdrive. The question is, can you handle the intensity, or will you resist the flow? And if you think that's strange, just wait, because reality itself is about to start acting weird. Get ready. When the Sun aligns with Mercury, the universe starts speaking in a language you can't ignore. We're talking about bizarre, spine-tingling synchronicities that'll have you questioning everything. Have you ever seen the same numbers pop up over and over? Like 1111, 222, or 444 flashing on clocks, receipts, license plates, everywhere you look? Or maybe you're thinking of someone, and suddenly they call or text you out of the blue. During this conjunction, those coincidences don't just happen, they multiply. Coincidence is just the universe staying anonymous. You'll hear your own thoughts echoed in random conversations from strangers. You'll stumble upon symbols, songs, or messages that feel like they were meant for you. It's not just chance. It's Mercury fine-tuning your reality, aligning your inner world with the outer one. The boundaries blur, and suddenly life feels like it's been scripted with you in mind. These synchronicities are like cosmic breadcrumbs, guiding you towards something bigger. But here's the catch. You have to pay attention. If you brush them off as just random, you'll miss the deeper message. But if you lean in, if you follow the trail, you might just unlock insights that change everything. When the universe speaks, will you listen? Because these signs are only the beginning of what's coming next. Truth is about to get loud. When Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect, fuses with the sun's raw, illuminating energy. Something incredible happens. Lies can't hide anymore. This isn't just another celestial event. This is a cosmic spotlight shining on all the deception, manipulation, and half-truths lurking in the shadows of your life. When the sun and Mercury unite, the truth doesn't whisper, it roars. If someone's been dishonest with you, whether it's a friend, a partner, or even someone in the public eye, you're going to feel it. The little inconsistencies, the weird gut feelings you've been ignoring. They'll hit like a ton of bricks. Suddenly, things that didn't make sense before will start to click. You'll see through the masks, the facades, and the sweet talkers. But this doesn't just apply to personal relationships. It extends to the media, politicians, even those influencers and public figures you've been following. The carefully crafted narratives. They'll start to unravel. The people who've been twisting the truth, their words will suddenly feel hollow. Their intentions, crystal clear. This is a cosmic truth serum. You'll hear what's really being said, not just the words coming out of their mouths. It might feel uncomfortable. You might realize that someone you trusted isn't who you thought they were. But here's the powerful part. This isn't just about seeing others clearly. It's about stepping into your own clarity, your own power. When deception falls away, what's left is pure truth. And truth is liberating. But the universe doesn't just stop at exposing others. It turns the mirror back on you. And that's where things get really interesting. Here's a mind-bender. What if every person you encounter is actually a reflection of you? That's the power of Mercury's energy during this conjunction. It doesn't just expose external truths. It reveals what's hidden inside you. The universe doesn't send people into your life by accident. It sends mirrors. Think about it. If someone's words trigger you, if their actions inspire or even confuse you, that's not random. It's a direct clue to your next spiritual lesson. The anger you feel, that might be pointing to unresolved wounds you've buried. The admiration you have for someone else, that's a glimpse of your own untapped potential. Mercury, as the messenger and mirror of the mind, is reflecting your inner world back at you. The people who cross your path, whether they're friends, strangers, or even people you can't stand, are all part of this cosmic feedback loop. What you see in others is what the universe wants you to see in yourself. So if you're feeling irritated, ask yourself, why? Is it because they're showing you something you don't want to face? And if you're feeling uplifted by someone's words, maybe it's because your soul recognizes a truth you're ready to embrace. This isn't about judgment. It's about awareness. The more you recognize these reflections, the faster you'll grow. The universe isn't trying to mess with you. It's trying to wake you up. And trust me, once you start seeing the patterns, you can't unsee them. The world becomes a giant mirror, and every interaction becomes a lesson, a clue, a nudge toward your highest self. The real question isn't what others are showing you. It's whether you're ready to see it. Your mind will crave answers, but not all answers lead to truth. On this day, your brain is going to feel like it's on overdrive. The sun's energy is flooding your consciousness, while Mercury is firing off ideas, questions, and thoughts like rapid fire. You might feel this insatiable hunger for knowledge, scrolling endlessly, diving into books, podcasts, videos, anything to quench this thirst for more. But here's the trap. More information doesn't always mean more clarity. The mind can drown in information while starving for wisdom. Some of you will fall into endless rabbit holes, mistaking the flood of facts for real understanding. You'll think, if I just learn one more thing, I'll finally get it. But instead of clarity, you'll feel even more scattered, overwhelmed, and restless. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. You're getting soaked, but are you actually absorbing anything? This is where discernment becomes your superpower. The key isn't in how much you learn, but how deeply you understand. The wisdom of this day isn't found in the noise. It's found in the spaces between the thoughts. It's not about filling your mind. It's about filtering it. So when you feel that urge to consume more and more, pause. Ask yourself, is this information expanding my perspective, or is it just keeping me busy? Because the real transformation happens when you digest what you've learned, not when you're chasing the next piece of data. And as your mind races, something else starts to happen, something that might feel even stranger. Have you ever felt like a stranger in your own life? That's the energy we're stepping into. As the sun pulls your awareness upward and Mercury scatters your thoughts in every direction, you might find yourself feeling weirdly detached, almost like you're watching your life unfold from the outside, like a movie. It's that surreal moment when you're in the middle of a conversation, but it feels like you're observing yourself talk rather than actually being there. Or when you're going through your daily routine, but everything feels a little off. You're present, but not really in it. Some of you will feel hyper-aware, noticing every little detail around you with razor-sharp clarity. Others might experience a complete disconnection from their emotions, like you're floating outside your own body, watching things happen but feeling nothing. This is the mind-body split, when your thoughts and your physical reality start to drift apart. And it's not just random. This is the universe shaking you up, asking, are you really connected to your life, or are you just going through the motions? When the mind races ahead, the body stays behind, and the soul feels the gap. If you're feeling this disconnection, don't panic. It's temporary, but it's also a signal. It's your chance to reconnect, to ground yourself back into your body, your emotions, and the present moment. Because while your thoughts might be scattered, the truth is always found in the now. But amidst all this chaos, there's something important you need to watch for. A single thought that will rise above the noise and stick with you long after today is over. Not every thought matters, but one will change everything. With all the noise swirling in your mind today, the rapid-fire ideas, the fleeting realizations, you might assume that most of it will just drift away like fog. And you'd be right. A lot of these thoughts are just temporary static, background noise from Mercury's hyperactive energy. But beneath that chaos, there's something deeper brewing. One thought is going to stick. It won't announce itself with a bang. It might slip in quietly, disguised as something ordinary, a stray idea while you're brushing your teeth, a random phrase that catches your ear in a conversation, or even a passing feeling that doesn't seem significant at first. The thoughts that matter aren't the ones that scream. They're the ones that refuse to leave. And this isn't just random. This is the universe planting a seed, a small but powerful spark of realization that's meant to shift something inside you. It might be subtle, but it will tug at you. It'll sit in the corner of your mind, gently pulling your attention back over and over. The more you try to ignore it, the more it will demand to be felt. Days will pass. The intensity of today's cosmic energy will fade. But that thought, it'll still be there. It's the breadcrumb the universe left for you to follow, a clue pointing towards something you need to see, something you're ready to confront. Maybe it's a truth about yourself you've been avoiding, or a perspective that suddenly clicks into place, making you question everything you thought you knew. The universe whispers before it shouts. Listen closely to what stays. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoy the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.